This just in, we can now call the 2024 presidential race for Joe Biden.
My fellow Americans.
This morning, an emboldened China invades Taiwan.
Financial markets are in free fall as 500 regional banks have shuttered their doors.
Border agents were overrun by a surge of 80,000 illegals yesterday evening.
Officials closed the city of San Francisco this morning, citing the escalating crime and fentanyl crisis.
Who's in charge here? It feels like the train is coming off the tracks.
Embedded in his hand is a microchip that serves as his keys, his ID, and his wallet.
Daniel 12. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. Daniel 12. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
Leading with unconfirmed reports of a smallpox
outbreak is a highly rehearsed scenario.
And National Guard units converging in a hospital in central
Bridges are closed. It's smallpox is a very real danger.
More than a Let me stop you there. This is not a panic situation.
An entire American city.
Known as the green poison, Central Park has been converted to a mass burial ground.
Power outages, gas line leaks, fires. The government's
expecting another night of widespread looting.
People of New York are begging.
What would have
First responders are either dead
or no resources available.
Treated like animals.
It's not a job. We're not trained for that.
Electric vehicles are exploding worldwide, and it's becoming.
All right, Shalom to elect Israel, to the hope elect Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, and the foreign Israelites that look like the other nations scattered across the four corners of the earth. I want to give all praises to Barak, Yahawashi. Got to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, led me to this truth, and been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who are part of the elect and to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, we part of that number. Lord willing, is be edifying to those who fear the name of the Lord and are striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 5. It is not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9 is unto a ring. 2 Ezra chapter 5, verse 42. The water for all you sincere believers coming in on the common boy, Yahawashi, Atham, here on now and on after. The Lord put the Spirit on me to deal with a couple of these precepts, some of these articles. And so, Lord, when is edifying to the flock? We're going to start right here. Donald Trump, which, we believe is Emperor Nero, in the Roman Empire. Emperor Nero did a lot of the same things that Trump did. Their attitudes are the same. So we believe that's who that is coming back in the reincarnation. Okay, his spirit. Okay, so we see that it says Donald Trump may turn off internet if elected. And it says Tesla car recall and then various end time topics. So Lord willing, edifying to the flock. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. And we're going to start right there. Now, it's somebody else saying it, but it's somebody that knows him. So they ain't going to just say it for no reason. So we're going to see what they're talking about. Going to put in a couple of precepts. And, this could be part of prophecy concerning the famine of the word. Because we know that the Lord uses Esau, Edom to do many things. Okay? That's his sword. It's the Lord's punishing stick, basically. So this could be the Lord causing this to happen, part of this famine of the word. Who knows? So Donald Trump may turn off the internet if elected, former staffer says. Says Donald Trump may turn off the internet if elected to a second term in the White House. The former staffer has warned. Miles Taylor Trump, former chief of staff, the Department of Homeland Security, was asked on MSNBC about what potential damage the former president, who was the front runner in GOP primaries, could do in government without breaking the law. The possibilities are almost limitless. Taylor said the biggest concerns for me are on the national security side. I think Americans still don't understand the full extent of the president's powers and things Donald Trump or Emperor Nero could do. Bubble wrapped in legalese, it's lucky if I said that wrong, that would be damaging to the republic. Okay, he could invoke the powers we've never heard. He can invoke powers we've never heard a president of the United States invoke. And we know he wants to bring guillotines. He wants to bring mass shootings. We got articles about this stuff. So it says potentially to shut down companies or turn off the internet or deploy the U.S. military on U.S. soil. He added, we don't know because the things that are in there, the emergency powers of the president aren't widely known to the American people. Okay, but we know that truly the one who is controlled is Yahawashi. So whatever these men are doing, the Lord has caused them to do that. Okay, so if he does do it, we know it's Yahawashi putting the spirit in him to do that. We're gonna just prove that. Keep it real simple. I'm gonna try to make this a quick lesson. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. And it reads, and pull up, and it reads, men's goings are of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way? It also says in Proverbs chapter 16, verse 1, men's tongue, basically an answer from a man's tongue comes from the Lord. So anything that we do, the Lord has put the spirit on us to do that, And, they, of course, they don't have the spirit of Yahawashi. They have the spirit of Satan, but Satan can't do anything unless the Lord authorizes him to do so. He tells him what to do. So if this man does do this, then it's going to cause, this is a part of that famine of the word, because the internet is a very vital key to how this message is being spread across the four corners of the earth, because we're in captivity. All us Israelites are in captivity, so we can't go all over the world and teach. We can only teach in the areas that we're at, and we're supposed to remain anyways, because the Lord said he will come deliver us out of our captivity. So this is how we're reaching the world, through this internet. So if he shut that off, that means what? The Lord's bringing that famine in the word. He's not allowing anybody else to get that information anymore. So it says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Amos chapter 8, verse 11, that I will send a famine into the land, not a famine of bread nor thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. Okay, and the internet shutting down, or like it said in that movie, Leave the World Behind, how there was a cyber attack and everything was shut down and whatnot. Those things are going to bring across the famine of the word. Okay. Right? And verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, from north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. Why? Because the Lord is not going to allow his prophets to teach it anymore when the famine of the word comes. It says in Isaiah, he will make our tongue cling to the roof of our mouth. He's not going to allow us to be a reprover to Jake anymore, to try to correct him, because Jake don't want to listen. So he's going to be like, all right, you don't want to listen? Cool, bye. Verse 13, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. Right? And we know in Matthew 25, it talks about the 5 foolish virgins and the 5 wise. You see? And those 5 foolish virgins, which represents the 2/3 of our people, they're going to be out here looking. They're going to be out here trying to find this truth. They're going to be out here seeking. And they ain't going to find it, man.
That movie, Leave the World Behind.
Huh.
They was talking. Everybody was talking in the movie like it ain't no more after this. It's like it's the end of the world, you know. They hope was shot, so they was dancing and living the last of their, like, so to speak, good times. And remember when that time when he told them, when they started just revealing the things that they really have seen, they was all sad and stuff, like, like, I saw the ship, that ship came up on the sand and all that. Like, it's over.
Yeah.
And that's what America is doing, man. They got, that's what people in America do, bucket lists and all that, and things like that. They know it's over.
Yeah, they know it's over, and I remember it was the other elder Amwan Gabar 144 Awakening was talking about how a lot of the brothers are saying that, the movie just kind of ended, with the disaster going on in the city, but he was like, it ended like that because that's just the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the beginning of the sorrows, and it's over. From there on down, it's going to be a terrible time for America Babylon the Great, and people don't see it coming, but even though it's all throughout the headlines, prophecy, ramping up, So another article I got was woman, husbands, and uncle practicing witchcraft, Satanism, and Vikingism arrested over horrific accusations. And they all look like some Edomites. It was basically a woman. She was in a polygamous relationship with the woman and her 3 husbands. She had 3 husbands before being told they were a sex slave and presented a puppy as a sacrifice to gods. Okay, and of course it's a lowercase, these false gods. It was in Louisiana, but it's just showing people waxing worse and worse. And this woman ugly as hell too. All them ugly as hell. People just, they trying to find purpose, basically. But this is wicked as hell. The Lord is not dealing with witches and warlocks. And this is what they look like, man. They look like Esau Edom, so-called white men. Some of them look like us too.
Yeah.
But they find it's lucky.
Oh, no, I was just in a spirit that you mentioned that, because there's an article that popped up on my feed, about these celebrities. And Erykah Badu said Beyonce's witchcraft is a more dangerous witchcraft than hers.
Ooh,
She's not only admitted she's a witch and she practices witchcraft, but it's a higher level of witchcraft. So yeah, they bluntly, now that people, how people are bluntly saying that they're witches. Nothing hidden, man.
Nothing hidden at all. That's I ain't never heard that.
Yeah, that spirit is coming to where Most High is staring at the spirit like not to give a damn. Like president's up to some of the congressmen wearing shorts and all that, and just random ratchet stuff, man.
Yeah, that's crazy saying that. Talking about which witchcraft is more. They don't usually not say stuff like that.
They didn't. More dangerous,
We know the Lord is he's not dealing with witches, and so we're gonna go with this Exodus. Give me a second. I gotta make sure my computer, something going on. Let me fix this real quick, Salakia. Let me get over here. I gotta stop the screen real quick because it's changed up. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right. So, Salakia, we're going to go with Exodus chapter 22, verse 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. So we know the Lord is going to deal with these type of people, man. The Lord's not gonna, he's not gonna keep just letting these people be wicked and continue on in their wickedness. And it's mainly talking about Jake, because Jake is supposed to be the sons of the living power. We're supposed to be righteous. The wicked are supposed to be like that. So it's really pointed towards Jake when it comes down to it, because the wicked were appointed to do that stuff, and it was supposed to show us not to do it. But 2/3 of Jake, they're pulled towards it because they've been blinded by Esau, even the so-called white man, with all his riches. So this is 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 23. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and that's what 2/3 of people are doing. They're rebelling, and that's a form of witchcraft. So if you go against the Most High, or you say you don't believe what the prophets are saying, you basically a witch. You siding with them. So the Lord's going to put you in that bracket that you're a witch. And stubbornness is as inequity, which is sin upon sin, and adultery. Worshiping other gods. They was going to sacrifice a little puppy, right? Because thou has rejected the word of the Lord. So that's rebellion. Rejecting the word of the Lord makes you a witch. He have also rejected thee from being king. See? And that's what we know, in Samuel, that's, there's a whole, background about what was going on in that time with rebellion and witchcraft. But, we're not, I just want to, tie it into what these people were doing, and our people can't come back to the ways of the Lord because, they want to continue to rebel, and then, what Ox said, he said, yeah. Shalom, bro. Yahawashi, Moshe Barakatah. He was talking about Trump or Biden may turn it off. Talking about the famine of the word that we was talking about a minute ago. Yeah, either one of them might. We don't know. We know the Lord's going to bring it, however it happens. We know Yahawashi is going to be the one to really pull that, make that happen. So Leviticus 19:31. And it reads, regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am the Lord, Yahawashi. That's Leviticus 19:31. So we know not to deal with this stuff. But as my elder was talking about, you got Beyonce and all them, they in on that stuff. And those are our people, but they ain't gonna be Israel until the next side, if they don't repent. But they love that bag, so they're not gonna change what they're doing, and just to think about these people who got arrested for the horrific accusations they was doing. Think about what Beyonce and them doing. They got bread. They actually got a lot of money, so they're doing way more wickedness than people like this. You see, and they're getting away with it right now, but in the end, they're not gonna get away with it. They're gonna get judged tremendously for it. So another thing, Lord told me to talk a little bit about is parts of Gaza that's flooded after heavy rains. So exacerbating humanitarian emergency. So it's a lot of stuff going on over there, more than just a war. It said at least 85% of Gaza's population of 2 million has been displaced since fighting started in October. So it's been just a couple months. And everybody in there moving around, women and children, they basically in a Jacob's trouble state right now. And Jake over here in America, Babylon the Great, acting like this shit ain't gonna happen over here. Like this shit gonna go down here like worse. Okay, the Lord's saving America, Babylon the Great for last. We'll see if we can watch a little bit of it. Well, that's how they living, man. They living horrible, man. Living in tents and shit. That's in Gaza. They're trying to use the sand to back up the water. Like, damn, they shit flooded out. Now, let alone that, Israel flooding all the tunnels. They bombing that place. You know, this is judgment from Yahawashi. You hear that? They can't even get to a damn toilet. They got 100 people in line to use the bathroom, man. That's some real, that's some judgment of the Lord. You know, that's judgment of Yahawashi. You know, for what everybody over here, all these nations did to Israel. You know, and kind of makes me want to add something. See if I can find it. See if I can find it real quick. Yeah, this is Zechariah. I want to add this. Yeah, Zechariah chapter 12, verse 3, and it says, "In that day will I make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people." Right? He in Jerusalem is basically wherever Israel is, wherever we're at. We're the reason why the Lord's bringing this judgment. You see what I'm saying? He's bringing this judgment to avenge his people. You know, which is on this side, the elect. Then 2/3 will come on the other side. You know, we hope to be at that number, but the elect are here right now. The majority of the elect are here right now, and they are becoming a burdensome stone for all people. Okay, that's why the plagues are coming. Okay, to avenge the elect. All that burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces. Though all people of the earth be gathered together against it. See, so the Lord's bringing these judgments and making stuff real hard for people, and that's why you don't want to play around with Yahawashi. You know, he's bringing swift judgment on those who have been a problem to the elect, whomever they may be. You know, he's bringing that judgment. James 4:12, there is one lawgiver who is able to save and destroy. So that's how we know he's bringing that destruction. It ain't nobody else but him. It says, who art thou that judgest another? See, so we're not even bringing the judgment. We're just using his words to judge righteously. He's bringing all the judgment. We can't bring judgment. We can't even, we can't even create our own military. We can't do nothing like that. All we can do is tell you what he said he was going to do for people putting their hands on his woman, on his nation, Israel. You know, the apple of his eye. Matthew chapter 24, verse 33. And it reads, so likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Okay? This judgment and salvation, because he said he was able to save and destroy. And he's going to save a group amount of people and destroy a group amount of people at the same time. The elect he's going to save. The elect he's going to save. Salakia, the elect he's going to save. And then, the other nations he's going to destroy them. Along with 2/3, because they act like the other nations. They don't want to come to the wisdom and knowledge of Yahawashi. So they're gonna taste that wrath. Okay, they said that they got 100 people waiting in line for a bathroom, man. Okay, they probably ain't even got no toilet paper over there, man. That's gonna spread disease and everything, man. And they in the middle of a war, you gotta have Yahawashi with you, man. Because this stuff we see is nothing compared to what's going to happen in America, Babylon the Great. America, Babylon the Great is going to get the worst judgment ever to be known. Because even other places in the world are not going to be destroyed like this place. Other places going to get fucked up a little bit, yeah, but they're going to get built back. This place is going to be a desert forever. This place is being left, literally every stone is going to be turned upside down. So gospel singer Pedro Henrique, dead at 30 after collapsing on stage. And this is probably one of those Hillsong, singers in the church. And he done dropped dead. Yeah, the Brazilian star, yeah. Because that's where Hillsong is at. I've actually a long time ago, I met some of them dudes that all came through Hillsong. All that stuff wicked, man. And all of us, who've been following Yahawashi, we believe that it's the juice box, man. And it's not just us. It's a lot of people who believe that don't even believe in the truth. And I'm gonna prove it right now. I think it's the juice box, which, some of y'all might not know what that is, but it's the juicy juice. When the COVID pandemic happened, and they was like, yeah, you got to take these booster shots and all this stuff. That's the juice box. That's what we're talking about. Okay, the juicy juice, Capri Sun. Okay, and we're not the only one that's thinking that's what it is. I'm gonna show you right here. They're saying the same thing. It says gospel singer Pedro Henrique dying on stage sparks what? Juice box conspiracy. Okay? It's not just us thinking that. There's other people that's not even in the truth. That's like, yep, the juice box killed him. That's what it says in the title. And this is why we tell you, stop trusting these damn devils. Quit trusting their ass. Because they're going to get you killed. Okay? They're not here to help us. They're trying to get rid of Israel, and they're going to do whatever it takes because they know that judgment is coming because of Israel. So they're trying to make sure we don't wake up and do our job. And they're trying to make sure if they can figure out who all of us are, they can take us out. But they can't because the elect is the real Illuminati. They're the real illuminated ones. They're so damn secret, we don't even know who the fuck they are. We're just telling you this is what they do. They tell you what's finna come. But we don't even know if they are, because only those who endure to the end are the elect, man. And that's not something that you can just figure out. Okay, the Lord's got all that mapped out. This is Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, right? And that Egypt is talking about America, Babylon, the Great. That's where they're getting all the juice box, the juice box Capri Sun, stuff. Okay, I don't want to say nothing, and get my shit taken down. That's where they get it from. They're getting it from them. All this shit comes from the small hats, the Rothschilds, all those people, and they push it from America, Babylon the Great, because that's where all the resources are at. And they push them around the earth, right? And stay on horses and trust in chariots, because there are many and in horsemen, because they are very strong. They look not to the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. They seek to be cured by Esau, even the so-called white man. And it's going to kill them. That's why we keep telling our people, don't take none of that shit, man. Don't fuck with the juice box. We used to just eat herbs and exercise and we were good. Drink water. We didn't have no problems like we do today. Hospitals, they need people to be sick. Because if they're not nobody sick, then they're not getting paid. Ecclesiasticus, which is the book of Barak, chapter 12, verse 8. A friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. So that's why Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is being exposed right now, because many people are in adversity. Okay, many people are in trouble. Let's go ahead and look up that word adversity. That's why Esau, Edom is being exposed throughout the four corners of the earth, because there's much of this going on. difficulties, misfortune. Okay? It was misfortunate that guy was over here since, he loved the Lord so much. He was making bread, singing about a false god, and he dropped dead on stage. Okay? And the Lord's not giving a fuck about that. The Lord's probably in the heavens. He said, I will laugh when your calamity come. He said, I will mock you when your calamity come upon you. Lord don't care about that dude. He ain't serving Yahawashi. I don't care how nobody feels about it. Lord don't care about that dude. That dude year younger than me. Gone. That's how quick your life can be, man. You playing around with the Lord. Verse 9, in the prosperity of man, enemies will be grieved, but in his adversity, even a friend will depart. See? But in his adversity, even a friend will depart. That's why we don't fuck around really try to have like friends and shit. We deal with family. We deal with people who want to deal with the Lord, who want to do the work of the Lord. So, like I was saying, we'll show one more. Verse 10, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. It ain't going to come off. You sit there and wipe it all you want. It's that wickedness of Esau, Edom is never going to go away. And that's why they keep trying to change the gender. They're trying to get everybody to take their damn juicy juice because they're trying to take out, Israel, man. All this stuff is to get rid of Israel. But it says you can't deceive the elect, man. And we don't even know if we the elect, and they ain't even deceiving our ass. So how much more for the elect? They're not going to fall for that shit. So U.S. homelessness up 12% to highest reported level as rent soar and corona and, the juice box pandemic aid lapses, right? So, I had an article a couple of weeks ago talking about they're going to make homelessness illegal. And this is how they're going to try to get you to take the karagma, the mark of the beast. Okay, that video that we've seen when we first come in, that video that it shows you what it is. The grain of rice you put in your right hand on your forehead to get access into society. Second address. I'm almost done. I got this one more little video dealing with the Tesla cars, and then we out of here. Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 40. And it reads, "O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon earth," man. We're gonna have to be pilgrims upon the earth. We're gonna have to be moving around. So you're gonna start getting your mind, your spirit set for, ain't none of us gonna be in no damn house. We're not gonna have no home. We're gonna be outside, and pray it not be in the wintertime, because this shit ain't no game, man. It's gonna get real tough. It's gonna be very difficult times coming, real adversity, And that's why we just deal with brothers, true brothers in Yahawashi. Because all friends, when adversity really comes, if they're not rooted in this faith, they're going to depart. They're gonna fold. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 13. And this is talking about in the past. Lord willing, we were these people the last time. These all died in faith, right? These people who believed in the Lord, which is the elect, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them and embraced them and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth, and we pray to be those people who were there last time, and it's a good chance that we are, because we're doing the same thing today. Because basically Jake is a pilgrim. We don't have no resting place. We don't have no place that's like really ours. We're like scattered across the four corners of the earth, and we're working for everybody else, under everybody else. We don't have no resting place. And that's how it's always been. There was a time where, we ruled Yeah, you know, you had a 1,000-year period of us ruling and whatnot, and then you had King Solomon for 40 years, and that was it, man. Other than that, we've been pilgrims upon the earth, you know, waiting for us to have a home. Okay? So that's just showing that, you know, and then you got these layoffs coming in 2024 they've been talking about. They're talking about there's going to be millions of layoffs. What you think that's going to bring? A lot more homeless people. They're going to get desperate. So Tesla autopilot discovered on just before deadly high-speed crash as government orders company to recall 2 million vehicles over same system. Okay? So, you know, Elder Apostle Gabar was talking about this yesterday, you know, and I think it was one of these same articles, you know, this dude, Pablo Teodoro III, 57, was killed on July 19th with his Tesla going 70 miles per hour, went under a tractor trailer and pulled out of a truck stop on US 29 on Opal, south of Washington. Authorities said, you know, but I want to make some points and show that this is what they want. They want this inner gonna jack that shit up, and that's what it's doing. The Lord's, you know, bringing their enterprise to fail. Hold on. Now I showed this video. I showed this video maybe like a couple months ago, but I got this one and I got one more, and this is what's been happening more than just, they don't want to tell you that this kind of stuff is happening. They want to say that some of them just, you know, the auto system is messing up, but they're not telling you this kind of stuff is happening too. Okay, watch. The motherfucker just blowing up. It's those lithium batteries, man. When them motherfuckers catch fire, them hoes is not gonna go out. And they're gonna blow up like that. They're gonna keep blowing up until that bitch burn out by itself. You can't put that shit out with no fire extinguisher, nothing. And we know that movie, what's that movie that everybody talking about, the Leave the Earth Behind. Leave the world behind. What if they malfunction all them damn Teslas and they just start blowing up like that? What if they did that shit? There's like 2 million of them bitches all across America, Babylon the Great. What you think gonna happen, man? It's gonna be a lot of people dead, man, off that shit. Yeah. The motherfucker blew up 16 times, man, in a minute. 1 minute. Big ass explosion. Little ass shit. Boy, sound like Uncle Leroy's Cadillac. That motherfucker threw. That motherfucker threw. Boy, better quit touching them damn electric cars and shit. That shit is a walking, firecracker. You see that shit? Yeah. Yeah. The alarm's still going off and everything. Like, that's gonna help. Like, no. And then this Edomite, he's trying to tell everybody. That video was 8 months ago, but this one was a month ago. Okay. And a lot of people didn't like this video, is what he said. A whole bunch of people was being rude to him or whatever. Some of them agreeing. But this is what this Edomite said. We're going to put in a precept and we gone. See? That's all he do. He 974,000 subscribers. A lot of people watch this guy, and he said he's been seeing a lot of them motherfuckers blow up everywhere. So they're trying to be like, oh, well, come back. We just got to make sure the technical thing's working on it or whatever, the computer part, the autopilot. But they're not telling you that a lot of them are just blowing the fuck up too. You know, they're not going to tell you. But I didn't want to get too much into that dude's video. You can go watch it if you want. You know, I'm not buying no damn lecture card anyways. Job chapter 5, verse 12, and it reads, he disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And that's what we're seeing. They try to make an enterprise. They try to make a whole America Babylon the Great. This is what it's going to sound like. That's what America Babylon the Great about to sound like right there. All over this motherfucker. So you gonna trust in Yahawashi, or you gonna trust in the man that made that? Okay, you decide. We're not going with it. Okay, that motherfucker got that $100,000 Tesla car. That motherfucker sound like Uncle Leroy's Cadillac going down the street. Bitch is jacked up. Okay, you cannot trust these Edomites. Okay, their system's gonna fail. It's been failing, and they don't want to tell you about it. You know, the Elder Apostle Gabar was talking about they make it where they don't even show their records. They won't allow their records to be shown of the crashes that have happened. They don't show like the autopsy or like why it malfunctioned, because they don't want you to know. So, Shalom to Israel, to the hopeful elect to Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, and the foreign Israelites, look like the other nations scattered across 4 corners of the earth. We want to give our praise to Barak the Yahawah. Slaki Barak the Yahawashi. Barak the Yahawah, Barak the Yahawashi. Got to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham. Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. I want to get double honors to those and apostles, great millstone. Let me to this truth. Been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who are part of the elect, to the hopeful elect. Lord, when we part of that number, Lord, when this be edifying those who fear in the name of the Lord and strive to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 5 is not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9 is unto a ring. 2 Ezra chapter 5, verse 42, Wa above a ball, the water between in, Yahawashi, Atham. All you sincere believers that came in the convoy here and on after. And like I said, don't be taking no juice box. Don't be buying any of these electric cars. Don't trust in America Babylon the Great, because this is what's going to happen to your ass. You're going to be running out your house screaming and shit because that motherfucker done went off in the garage, your whole house through. And you know Jake ain't got no insurance like that. Fix his damn house. So shalom.